The 36th District Court is back in session. And are the parties ready to proceed on Corey Buttermore?
Yes.
This is the People versus Corey 88241, operating while visibly impaired. Appearances for the record, please, starting with the attorney.
Good morning. It is Stephanie Faki, P77167, appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Buttermore, who is present on Zoom, and we have no objection to proceeding today for sentencing via Zoom.
And Mr. Buttermore, will you state your name for the record?
Corey Buttermore.
Today is the date and time set for sentencing. I actually do now have a copy of that report, so I was able to review that as well. But thank you, Attorney Faki, for sharing yours with me as well. The court, Mr. Buttermore, I don't know if I stated this before before today's sentencing, but I do want to stress the importance. I know that you have a prior. We did recommend drug court for you. You did not think that drug court, you or your attorney did not think that drug court was going to be suitable for you. So I am definitely going to place you on a term of probation and would strongly, definitely urge you to ensure that you will not be drinking and driving in the future, even after your probation ends. Before we begin with the sentencing, Attorney Faki, do you have anything that you'd like to say?
Yes, Judge. So as I had mentioned to the court earlier, I've been working with Mr. Buttermore for a few months now and had known him prior to this instant matter. And I have no doubt that he's going to be a great candidate for probation. I don't believe he has an issue with drugs or alcohol and will be able to refrain as ordered by the court. He's got a very good paying job. He has stable housing, and I am going to work with him to make sure that he can get his driver's license sorted out, and he will be fully prepared to install that device as the court orders.
Okay, and would your client like to have any words?
I don't believe so, Judge.
Okay. All right, so the court is going to adopt a recommendation from the report and assess or order a term of probation of 18 months with the outpatient treatment, ensuring that Mr. Buttermore does take a urinalysis twice a month. The outpatient treatment obviously will be worked out with the probation department as to where and when he will attend that. There will be no alcohol use, Mr. Buttermore, at all. No alcohol use, no marijuana use, no illicit drugs during this time, during your term of probation for the next 18 months. You must attend the Victims Impact panel as well as the AHSE alcohol highway and safety course as well. Let me make sure that I guess Ms. Faki, the $100 assessment fee that hadn't been paid, when will that be paid?
I believe he can make that payment probably today online if that's available.
Okay. And then in addition to that, you'll attend the 12-step program as pursuant to the recommendation. Madam Clerk, are the fees already on the?
No, Your Honor, I will have to put them on there.
Okay, so once they get entered, he can make that payment online. The court also is going to assess fees. This is separate, Ms. Faki, from the probation fees and the assessment fees, okay? There's gonna be probation reporting fees and fees that are gonna be involved as he goes to probation, but the court is going to assess fees of $250 in this matter. You will have the entire time that you're on probation to pay those fees. So you can split it up in small payments, increments of however much you want until it's paid, as long as it's paid in the next 18 months. Your next return date is going to be, Madam Clerk, does the 23rd work or the 30th?
And this is for review, 30th of next month?
Yes.
August?
August.
The 30th, I'll say the 30th.
August 30th is going to be the first review date. Probation review date. As you can see, Mr. Buttermore, I stress it all the time. It's so much cheaper to just catch an Uber, right? Like, if you think you're gonna have one too many, take an Uber. Take an Uber there, take an Uber back, or drive there, but take an Uber back because it's cheaper. It's $50 and instead of the $250 I just assessed in addition to the $100, in addition to whatever probation fees you're going to pay over the course of 18 months. Okay, and I know that you paid your attorney fees. I know you had to pay attorney fees as well, so I don't want to disregard that. So it's just just know that I hope that you've learned a lesson from this situation. You didn't learn in 2013, but hopefully 10 years later, you would have gotten it by now that it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away, and at this point, you're not even able to get it expunged because you have multiple. So I'm gonna stop now because I can go on and on forever. My father was killed by a drunk driver. It changed his lives, like it completely changed our lives, and I'm sure it changed the life of the man who served several years in prison for the killing. So keep that in mind as well, that anything can happen when you're intoxicated. You can't control it. That's why they call it accident. All right, any questions? Any
No,
concerns?
Judge. Thank you.
That concludes your matter. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Are parties ready to proceed on Stephen Birch?
Give me one moment. I can pull it up on my one device, but I cannot pull it up on the court-issued laptop for some reason.
Hello, Aaron Oceanbaugh for Mr. Birch. Can we have a few more moments?
You need a breakout room?
I'm speaking to him by phone.
Okay.
Okay, if you don't mind, then I'm going to step away for a moment, please.
Court is in a brief recess. We'll take a 10-minute recess.